Welcome to the Horseshoe, where tonight, number 14 Ohio State welcomes their in-state rivals, the Ohio Bobcats, for the Battle of Ohio. And James, last week when we saw Ohio take the field, they took down number 14 Florida for the first time a MAC team beat a power team.
Yeah, and that really was a historic moment in terms of the CFL history. Like you said, the first MAC school being able to take down a power, this year, Power 3 team.
So Ohio did take down Florida last week. Ohio State trying to bounce back from their loss in the Stern Bowl as they still hold on to a ranking here tonight, as Vince Seeger will bring it out 29 yards for the first drive for Ohio State.
Yeah, you mentioned last week Ohio State took the loss in the Stern Bowl 23-20. This week I looked to see Zach Davis improve. He was 18-31 and tossed 3 picks last week, so that number has got to go down.
Zach Davis does have a quick pass to start this one off. 3-yard gain there by Braden Ennis, who will make it 2nd and 7 for the Buckeyes. This Ohio defense, though, something to look out for. They were very tough against Florida, but now Zach Davis is going to get the 7-yard carry to bring it 3rd and 1 for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, these are great 2 first plays for the Buckeyes. Nice, easy pass completion to settle Zach Davis down. Then the second play allows him to use his legs and pick up some yardage, setting up a nice and easy 3rd and 1 situation here.
The 3rd and 1, Zach Davis brings him out in the shotgun. As we'll see this a lot, Ohio State running a spread look this year. They'll go for the option play, a little bit of a speed option, and Zach Davis picks it up.
Yeah, he only got 1 yard on that play, but it was enough for the first down. It was a good job by the Bobcats swarming that one and limiting it to just 1 yard, as opposed to letting that speed option break out for a big gain.
1st and 10 now for the Buckeyes, as they're sitting about the 38-yard line. Davis going to drop back for the pass, finds a man over the middle. That was Manuel Silva, who will get the catch on that pass play to bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, running back coming out of the backfield to get involved in the passing game, picks up 9 yards and sets up a great 2nd down for the Buckeyes.
Running the read option again. Davis going to keep it this time. Picks up the first down on an 8-yard carry.
Yeah, it was a good job running that zone read, just reading the defensive end crashing down. When the DN crashes down, he's going to pull that every time and take that for a huge gain.
Staying in the shotgun look, you'll see that most of the night. They're going to hand it off to Silva, who's going to bust it up the middle for a 6-yard carry. And already Ohio State threatening a scoring drive here. And remember, the Ohio Bobcats have not let up a touchdown yet this season.
Yeah, they only gave up 3 points to Florida, so this would be nice for Ohio State to start their first drive in the end zone.
And Matthew Ross going to get the 14-yard carry. Great first carry for him this game.
Yeah, and he just followed with his lead blockers and pretty much just taking what the Bobcats were giving him defensively.
A 1st and 10 from about the 25-yard line. Davis going to drop back, gets it to Manuel Silva for the 10-yard carry, or the 10-yard reception, and already that's another first down.
Yeah, and they're doing a really good job bringing Silva out of the backfield and getting him involved in these passing routes, and is really opening up space for the rest of their receivers to operate.
Ohio handing it right off to Silva this time, but that Ohio Bobcat defense there to shut it down for the 1-yard loss.
Yeah, and it was a good job of Will Norg, the safety, stepping up to make that play. Him and a couple other defenders making that play in the backfield.
2nd and 11 now for the Buckeyes, as they're going to go to the 2-back set out of the shotgun. Davis going to run the read option, hands it off to Matthew Ross for the 2nd time tonight for the 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, and once again, they're just trying to work with what the Bobcats are giving them. Unfortunately, they weren't able to pick much up there because this linebacking core for the Bobcats was all over that run.
Davis now looking to go to the air, going to go over the middle, and he's got a man, Jensen Elliott, 13-yard touchdown for the early lead for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and it was a great route. It was a post route against a cover 2. The route split the 2 safeties perfectly down the middle. Nobody was around. It was a wide open touchdown, and Ohio State put together a very impressive drive right there.
So the big tight end gets on the board first. 7 up for the Buckeyes. And now we'll see, does this Bobcat offense have enough to keep with the Buckeyes?
Yeah, and last week, Harrison Murray, the quarterback, had an impressive game, 10 of 16, 142 yards in a shortened game, albeit, but really impressive, very accurate, didn't throw any interceptions, and made the plays that he was needed.
And then we see Mojo Ryson, the elite running back, coming out onto the field, 6 foot, 230 pounds, from Bridgewater, Vermont. They're going to start out the shotgun as well. Murray looking downfield early. He's going to dump it off to the flat. Reginald Strom, though, 9 yards after breaking a big tackle.
Yeah, and that play was all thanks to the offensive line of the Bobcats. They gave Murray the time. He wanted to take the deep shot. It wasn't there. He was able to find his tight end in the flat to pick up the 9 yards.
And a quick pass there from Murray. He's going to get the 1 yard reception to Tyler Matthews to make it 3rd and inches. Great job by Ohio right now, making 3rd and manageable, 3rd and short, and trying to pick up these easy first downs. And a handoff to Harrison Murray is going to keep it there for the 9 yard carry to pick up the first down. So great drive right now for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it was just a great inside zone read. Murray saw the defensive tackle crashing down. He kept the ball, went right up the middle.
Hands it straight off to Mojo Ryson, who's going to get the 11 yard carry there. Once again, this Bobcat offense now seems to have things clicking, picking up right where they left off against Florida.
Yeah, and last week they did a great mix of running and passing. Right now they're favoring the run, but that may change later on.
Kevin Richardson with the 4 yard reception now. And once again, they are trying to make this thing as manageable as possible for this offense. 2nd and 6 right now. Harrison Murray taking another shotgun snap. Going to get the dump off to Tyler Matthews. Looks like a slant play on that one. 16 yards, though, on the reception.
Yeah, it was a good slant route against the zone coverage. You see the corner tried to pass it off to the inside linebacker on that play. The inside linebacker just wasn't there to pick up the route as it came into a zone. Murray recognized that and took full advantage of it.
So into the red zone for the first time. Ohio looking to tie this thing back up, showing that they can hang with the number 14 team. Harrison Murray going to drop back for the pass out of the pistol and throws this one out of bounds. His first incompletion of the day, but really it was a great job by those Buckeye defensive backs blocking those wide receivers.
Yeah, the defensive backs were all over it on that play. They just had a complete lockdown on the back end of the field.
Taking the shot to the corner. He's got his man Curtis Brown Jr. for the 18-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and that play was perfectly run route, perfectly placed ball by Harrison Murray on the corner route, back fade to the end zone. And it looks like they're actually going to take a look at this one.
Did he make the catch? It looks to me like he did get. There's no question he had that.
Yeah, to me, that looks like an NFL catch. Possession with 2 feet down inbound. I think this one's going to stand here.
And there was no question about it. Quick review there from the refs. As now, Ohio looking to tie this back up with the PAT. And back and forth these two teams have gone in the opening drives. We'll see if the defense can step up now.
Yeah, what really surprised me and impressed me is how quickly the Bobcats responded to the Buckeyes' early touchdown. Buckeyes took it down and scored within a couple minutes. Ohio scored just as quick.
And a big return by Vince Seeger, who will bring it out past the 30 for the Buckeyes as they're going to start the drive at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and this is good field position. Watch Zach Davis go back to work. He was 4 of 4 on the last drive. Look for him to keep that pattern going.
Zach Davis going right back to that read option play he loves so much. 6-yard pickup there for Davis.
Yeah, it was a good run. Right now, they're doing a really great job of just gaining positive yardage, not allowing bad plays that's going to kill momentum. Just pick up anything going forward, set yourself up in good down and distance situations. 2nd
and 4, they will take a shotgun snap. Davis with a bunch of time back there finds his man, Brad McFadden, for the 17-yard reception. And I tell you what, Zach Davis looks like he has fixed the issues he had last week. He had 3 interceptions. He is coming out here firing.
Yeah, that was a perfectly placed ball, pretty much in the window between 2 zones. It was a very catchable ball on the money. He wasn't leading his receiver. He wasn't throwing it behind him. is a very well-placed ball.
Davis now 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. So he's going to drop back, dumps it off to the flats. Brewer with the 3-yard reception.
Yeah, and once again, good job by Zach Davis recognizing the zone defense and knowing where the open spots are going to be. Brewer was just in a spot where there was nobody there in the flat and was able to pick up an easy 3 yards.
2nd and 7 for the Buckeyes. They're going to hand it off to Manuel Silva. He's going to pick the first down and more 12-yard rush that time around.
And Silva is a very strong running back. When he gets the ball with some speed, he is a hard man to bring down. So kudos to the Bobcats defense for limiting him to what he gave up on that play.
Davis looking to the air once again. He's going to find his man, Dylan Turner, for the 6-yard reception. And really, they're finding some momentum here in the short passing game.
Yeah, right now, Ohio, the Bobcats, that is, they're going very soft in zone coverages. They're not really playing too much press man right now, and that's allowing some of these easy completions, and it's allowing Zach Davis to get his feet under him and to make up from what he had last week.
2nd and 4 for Zach Davis out of the shotgun. He looks for a man over the middle. It was Jensen Elliott who he was looking at, but it didn't look like Elliott was turned around in time.
Yeah, Davis just got that pass off maybe a second too early. Kind of weren't on the same page there, leading to this 3rd down.
3rd and 4. He's got plenty of time. Now he's going to take off under pressure, and he's going to get wrapped up for the sack.
Yeah, that's David Sutherland with the sack. You saw he beat his man off the edge, was able to make a move back to the inside when Davis took off running. You see it right there with the nice swim move, clubbing his offensive lineman out of the way to make that play.
So 4th and 7 for the Buckeyes. I believe they are in field goal range. Yes, they are. As now we'll see Darius Brewer come out, try to knock down this field goal to take the lead late into the 1st quarter. And he will get the kick off, and it is good. So a 10-7 lead for the number 14 Buckeyes. If they need to get their defense going now and try to stop this Bobcat offense that went right down the field on them last time.
Yeah, and it was a good job by the Bobcats defense, bending but not breaking. Now gives their offense a chance to go out here and possibly take the lead depending on the results of this next drive.
Joey Cash with the 25-yard kick return. And here comes Harrison Murray once again. Led a great drive last time. They're going to start in the pistol. Checks down the play. They're going to hand it straight off to Mojo Ryson for the 1-yard carry.
Yeah, and it was a good job by Derek Dillon, middle linebacker here on the Buckeyes, reading that play and limiting them to only a 1-yard gain on that zone read play.
2-back set now for the Bobcats. Murray looking to the air. He's going to find Joey Cash for the 6-yard reception. And once again, they're kind of picking up where they left off on that last drive. You know, short plays, but enough to get them closer to the first downs on 3rd down.
Yeah, as a coach, you'll always take 3rd and 2 over 3rd and 8.
And they're going to run the read option. Murray with a move. He's got some yards in front of him. Looks like 24 yards for Harrison Murray as he just juked the man out of his shoes.
Yeah, and that one run almost matches his game-high total last week of 29 yards. He got 24 on the pickup, just making a move, making a defender miss, finding ways to get upfield. That's what Harrison Murray is going to be able to do here tonight.
1st and 10 with just under 140 left in the 1st. Ohio already marching down the field looking to score again. Harrison Murray going to go to the air, throws it to traffic, still completed. Tyler Matthews with the 11-yard reception.
Yeah, and that throw is only a throw that somebody with a strong arm is going to make. He fit that in a tight window between 2 defenders to pick up another 1st down here on the drive.
Handing it straight off to Mojo Ryson, who's going to pick up the hard 5 yards. Really, they're having a great balance right now, the running game and the passing game. Murray being the field general they need out there tonight.
Yeah, and he's definitely living up to the hype that he came into the CFL with. He was #1 recruit, and he's showing why he was in that #1 position.
So a 6-yard reception by Tyler Matthews brings up the 1st down for Ohio.
Yeah, they're doing a good job staying balanced and just trying to do whatever they can to keep this Buckeyes defense on their heels.
Sending the man in motion. A little bit of play action now by the Bobcats. And an incomplete pass thrown right into traffic there. Looked like he had two guys there trying to make the catch, but the defender will break it up.
Yeah, it's a good job by the safety, Carlton Miller, to make the play on that ball and force the incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, looking to set up the screen now to Mojo Ryson, who's going to stiff arm a man, drags him down to about the 20-yard line for the 5-yard reception.
That was a strong run after the catch by Ryson. They set up the screen against his own defense. You got favorable numbers when those linemen get out there. And he finished it off by throwing a man down to the ground.
Harrison Murray in the shotgun now. Incomplete pass there to bring up 4th and 5. So now they're going to have a chance to tie it up. Still a great drive to answer there by Ohio.
Yeah, if you're Ohio, you can't hang your head there. Unfortunately, just the one drop pass there at the end, which could have resulted in a first down.
And a flag on the play, a false start there by Ohio. That's going to push them back, make this kick even harder.
Yeah, and that's just the mental errors that's going to happen when a visiting team comes here into the Horseshoe. It is a tough place to play at, that's for sure.
The kick is away. And no good. Corey Holden misses the chip shot to tie it up.
Yeah, last week he was 4 of 4 with a long of 48. This week just wasn't able to push it through off the crossbar. That one hurts to watch.
And now Ohio State has a chance to push their lead ahead. Zach Davis going to drop back early, finds a man over the middle. And that is Dylan Turner for the 4-yard reception.
Yeah, and it's a good job by Davis just doing what he can to pick up the positive yardage. There was a corner blitzing off the edge. He had pressure in his face, and he still was able to deliver an accurate strike.
And that'll bring it into the first quarter. Number 14, Ohio State in a battle with their in-state rival Ohio as they lead it 10-7. We'll be right back here on PX1 Sports. As we begin the second quarter here, we do have an update. Boise State leads 7-0 over Kent State at the start of the second quarter. Zach Davis, though, finds a man in the flats. He's going to pick up 4 yards to make this an easier third down.
Yeah, and Davis is just doing a good job exploiting the zone coverage that the Bobcats are giving him. He's finding the empty spots in between these zones and just picking apart the defense as we speak.
Now Zach Davis is going to look to run the speed option, picks up the first down and more. He's going to pick up 7 yards.
Yeah, that's a very great run. He saw that the corner went to take the running back out of the play, so he kept the ball for himself, and he picks up positive yardage and the first down.
And it gets straight off to Manuel Silva this time for the 2-yard run. And I'm noticing tonight we're seeing a lot more of the quarterback run out of Zach Davis than last week. You got to wonder, is that designed to try to take some of that pressure off of him?
Well, definitely, it's always going to be in a coach's mind after a tough game like that. What can we do going into next week? And right now, it looks like they found their answer.
Yeah, Manuel Silva with the 7-yard reception to make it 3rd and 1, and once again, 3rd and short for this Buckeye offense. Zach Davis in the shotgun. He's going to hand it straight off to Silva. He's going to get stopped in the backfield. Great job by the Ohio Bobcats as they're going to bring up 4th and 2 now and expecting a punt.
Yeah, and that's just the safety, Joey Cash, just making a play in the backfield, coming out of his normal position, ranging over top to make that play. Tremendous effort to force the punt here.
So now the Bobcats will get the ball back around the 24-yard line. Joey Cass on the 9-yard return. And really, the last drive, we saw a lot out of this Bobcat offense. They just couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, and they had the opportunity with 3. Unfortunately, they just missed the field goal.
And they're going to come out swinging here. It's going to be Reginald Fromm with the 6-yard reception to make it 2nd and 4.
They bring out a little trickery. They bring the tight end into the backfield and use him to go into the flats and pick up that positive yardage.
So Harrison Murray with the play action pass finds a man down the middle. Rip Tuttle with the 51-yard reception.
And this is what we were waiting on. We knew heading into this game that Ohio State gave up some major yardage in the air. It was only a matter of time before Harrison Murray was able to capitalize on it. That play action froze the safeties, allowing Tuttle to get open behind them.
Well, Harrison Murray will bring him back to the line now. 1st and 10, basically in the red zone. They're right at the 20-yard line. Sends a man in motion, and Murray's going to keep it himself. Not a whole lot of yardage there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
No, he didn't really pick up positive yardage, but I still like the play design. If it weren't for the linebacker Alan Mack just reading that perfectly and making a play, Murray had lead blockers in space ahead of him.
Something to keep in mind with this Ohio offense. They have managed to pull the #1 quarterback 2 straight years as they're going to hand it straight off to Rip Tuttle. Or Mojo Ryson is going to get the 11-yard carry for the 1st and goal now. And you got to wonder, has the back-to-back years of #1 quarterbacks helped this team?
Oh, for sure. There's no question about it. When you land a talent like these guys, it's a game changer.
So Mojo Ryson with another carry for 1 yard, inching their way towards getting another touchdown here.
And once again, Alan Mack just making a huge play when needed, was able to read that and step up and make the play. Still 2nd and goal, but it's a 2nd and long situation here for the Bobcats.
Then the tight end in motion as Murray's going to drop back for the pass over the middle, finds Reese Elliott for the 6-yard reception to get him closer to that end zone. But there was a whole lot of traffic there.
There was, and now with that completion, it sets up a question here for the Bobcats. You sell out for a run, read option, what do you do here?
Murray will drop back for the pass, finds a man, Rip Tuttle for the 2-yard reception, and really that whole drive was set up by Rip Tuttle down the field.
Yeah, Rip Tuttle really showing his worth on that drive. He had a huge, long, explosive play for about 40 yards. Then he matched up one-on-one with Deion Prince. Tuttle wins that one on the slant route. Prince wasn't able to make up the step that he lost on the cut.
So for the 2nd straight week right now, Ohio is leading the number 14 team. We're still early in this game, though.
Yes, we are early. We have a long way to go. But Ohio has shown that they've been in this situation before, and they know how to handle the pressure when faced with it.
Zach Davis comes out now. Not a whole lot of success, really, in the terms of yardage. He's had a great game passing, though, so far. As he has yet to throw an interception. He's going to throw it over the middle. Dropped by... That was Braden Ennis, who's going to make the drop there to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and it was as much as a drop as it was a deflection by Carlos Dadian there with the defense.
So Zach Davis is going to find Dylan Turner for the 7-yard reception to make this 3rd down a little bit easier for them as they're looking to get a drive going here in the 2nd quarter. And he's going to keep the ball in the read option, picks up the 1st down and more. 8 yards there for Zach Davis.
Yeah, it was just a great job recognizing what the defense was showing, pulling the ball the last second when he sees the defensive end crashing down, and picking up the yardage needed for the 1st down and then some.
So out to the 37-yard line for Ohio State. Zach Davis is going to drop back, plenty of time under a little bit of pressure, finds a man over the middle. That is Brad McFadden for the 20-yard reception.
And once again, they're exploiting the zone coverage that the Bobcats are giving him. He's coming off the cut. He has some open space in between the corner and the linebacker, and that ball is perfectly placed, perfectly timed for the big game.
Remember, this is the 2nd year we have had the battle for Ohio. 48-3, Ohio State won that. It's not going to be that easy this year as Zach Davis is going to take the quick pass out to Dylan Turner for 15 yards.
Yeah, it was a really good screen pass. They just bring their slot receiver out behind their wideout, let him get the lead block, and let the slot man do his thing once he has the ball in his hand, and it picked up the big gain and a 1st down there.
So nearing the red zone now, the Buckeyes trying to get back ahead with just over 4.5 minutes left in the half. Davis is going to drop back, finds his man in the flats. That looks like it is Jensen Elliott for the 14-yard reception, and he has had quite a game here tonight.
He has, but more importantly, Zach Davis. He's only missed 2 throws. Another big-time throw for him to set up this 1st and 10 from inside the red zone.
now under some pressure, finds his way out. Gonna still get sacked for the 1 yard loss, but and Robert Boss comes up with the sack there. But what a move by Davis to kind of stop the bleeding on that play.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure coming from the Bobcats. Davis could have been taken down even further in the backfield, but yet there he was able to step up. Boss makes the shoestring tackle from behind.
Davis with the read option, nowhere to go that time as Zach Davis gets dropped in the backfield for a 2 yard loss.
Yeah, and once again, the safety, Joey Cass, coming up to make a huge play. He loves playing in the backfield, doing it once again.
So 3rd and 13 for the Buckeyes. After a promising start to this drive, they've now got a little bit of an issue on a 3rd and long play as they're going to run the draw play to Manuel Silva, who's nearly going to pick up all 13 yards, but comes up 4 yards short.
Yeah, and it was a great play call there on the 3rd and long. Ohio wasn't expecting it, almost caught him off guard. They were able to recover. And as we watch this field goal attempt, we have an update from the other games on tonight as Austin Boombas laying out for the catch in the end zone to put Boise State up 14-0 midway through the second over on Twitch.
14-13 here with Ohio State trailing. Ohio getting the ball back. Nice return to set up this drive. Gets it out to about the 34-yard line as Joey Cash picks up a 35-yard return.
Yeah, this is going to be huge. This drive right here for the Bobcats, they have to decide, do they want to go down and score quickly? Do they want to take some time off the clock? They got to really think about how they want to approach this. And if you're Ohio State, you got to hold them here. Don't let this lead grow in halftime.
Murray finds a man out in the flat. That is Rip Tuttle once again for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 now. Rip Tuttle becoming the favorite target for Murray here tonight.
Yeah, and Tuttle only with 9 yards last week. Already at 50-something yards with only 3 catches here today. He's making his impact felt.
Running the read option now. Handing it off to Mojo Ryson for 8 yards.
And once again, just gaining positive yardage, picking up first down. It was a good job recognizing the defensive coverage, making the right read, and picking up that first.
Ohio coming out to this pistol look that they love. Running the read option. Murray's going to keep it this time. He is going to pick up a first down after a 10-yard run.
And another good run by Murray. He's already put up 43 on the ground so far. And he's just doing everything that he has to have his team in this game. He has that experience beating these power schools. He's doing what it takes tonight.
29 yards on the ground for Murray last week, 43 this week. He is keeping the ball once again. He's going to go up the middle. Nearly picks up another first down as he will. 10 more yards to Murray.
And he is just really impressing me with his sound football IQ, whether it be through the air or on the ground. He is just making the right reads here tonight.
A little bit of a check down there for Murray. He's going to drop back. Goes to scramble, but gets stopped right in the backfield for a 6-yard loss.
Yeah, and that's Michael Kruger, the defensive end. Murray just kind of trying to escape the pocket, ran right into him. Kruger's trying to escape the block, and he says, hey, look what I found. Quarterback's right in his face for the easy sack.
So Ohio State defense trying to stop the Bobcats from moving down the field. Murray in a lot of trouble, pocket collapsing around him, and just throws this one out of bounds.
It was a good job by Murray to stay alive in the pocket while it was collapsing like that. And it was a good job as well to throw it out of bounds, realizing he didn't have much going on for him on that play.
In the shotgun they go here on 3rd and 16. Looking to pick a bunch of it up. Wide open is Tyler Matthews for the touchdown for the Bobcats.
That was impressive. It was just a go route versus man coverage. Matthews got behind his corner that was defending him. Murray recognized it and delivered a perfect strike for the touchdown.
And we do have an update in the other game. Kent State with the interception in the end zone to keep Boise State out, keeping that one kind of close. I believe it's still 14-0. Here, though, we have 21-13 Ohio over Ohio State.
And both teams are really impressing me with the way they've come out playing so far. Harrison Murray just showing once again why he deserves to hold that title as #1 recruit heading into this season.
So Zach Davis now, 2 minutes left before the half. Will take the drop back. He's going to take off scrambling now. Picks up roughly 9 yards, and Ohio State's going to take their first timeout.
Yeah, and if you're Ohio State, this is one where you have to score here. You got to answer that touchdown that the Bobcats just put up. So you got to take that timeout and get downfield to score.
Davis sends his tight end in motion. Pocket collapsing around him. Finds number 10, Braden Ennis, for the 14-yard reception.
Yeah, it's a great job by Davis to avoid the pressure, step up in the pocket, and deliver a nice, perfect strike.
Ohio State going to come out with nobody in the backfield for Davis. 5 wide look. Davis dropping back, looking downfield. He's going to find a man in the flat. There's Dylan Turner for the 5-yard reception to make it 2nd and 5 with 1:39 left in the half.
Yeah, Turner working the sideline was able to get the catch, get out of bounds, and stop that clock. This is huge for Ohio State.
Another 5 wide look for Ohio State as they look to get this thing closer. They're going to find Braden Ennis across the middle for 12 yards.
And Ennis already at 29 yards so far in this first half, picking up another crucial first down.
First 10 from the 30, or the 40, 34, as they're going to find Brian McFadden for the 34-yard touchdown.
And that was an impressive throw. They were picking on the safety, Joey Cass, there, as he kind of got turned around, didn't know who cover, had 2 guys in his zone, and Zach Davis made a pay for it.
And we do have another update from the Boise State game. Turner Adcock scoop and score for Boise State. They're now up 21-0 inside of 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Man, that game looks to be like a barn burner over there. Seems like we already heard a lot of turnovers coming out of that one as well.
Out to the 27-yard line, Danazuski with the return. Ohio still up 21-20, 1:13 to go before half. They're looking to extend their lead as they go into the locker room. And Harrison Bird with nowhere to go, a 10-yard sack for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, they were trying to set up a screen there. This Ohio State front 7 is just way too fast. That screen is too slow developing for anything significant.
Harrison Murray under pressure again, finds his man Tyler Matthews down the field for a 15-yard reception. Makes it 3rd and 6, a little bit more manageable. Still got a minute till half, so they've got to pick up this 3rd down.
Yeah, Matthews with a little toe drag swag there on the sideline was able to catch that one and get the foot down. I'm surprised it actually didn't go to a review there.
So Ohio 4 for 5 on 3rd downs here tonight. They're doing a great job managing it as they're going to hand it off, and that's going nowhere. Mojo Rice with a 3-yard loss.
That was Alan Mack once again on the stop. It seems like any time that Ohio State needs a big tackle, he is there to make the play once again in this quarter.
So now Ohio punts it. They're now in danger of losing this. Oh, it goes over the returner's head. That was a surprising let go, as it's going to be a touchback for Ohio State.
Yeah, somewhat unfortunate for Ohio State because they had a chance to return that somewhere out to about the 45, 50-yard line. Instead, now they're going to have to start at their own 20.
So Zach Davis now looking across the middle. He's going to find number 10, Braden Ennis, who has had a great game here tonight. 39 yards on 4 receptions.
Yeah, he's slowly putting up those numbers that you expect to see from some of the top-tier wide receivers in this league. And whenever Ohio State needs a play, he is there to make it.
Zach Davis looking downfield. He's going to find another Dylan Turner with a 28-yard reception. And Ohio State, look at this. They are in striking distance of taking the lead going into half.
And they still have that timeout in their back pocket. That's the key thing about this whole drive, is they can do what they have to get in great field goal position, or they still have the opportunity to go for 6 here.
Zach Davis was 18 of 31 last week. He is 20 for 22 here tonight, making every snap count as they are in the shotgun formation. Davis is going to take the shotgun snap, looking around, finds him, almost had a man down the middle. It is going to be tipped by Derek Freeman.
Yeah, Derek Freeman was able to jump that route, and I know he is kicking himself for not coming up with the interception like he was able to last week on that play.
Only the 3rd incompletion for Davis here tonight as he's scrambling around under pressure, finds Jensen Elliott for the 1-yard reception, make it 3rd and 9. They're going hurry up offense now.
Yeah, they don't want to waste that timeout. This play is huge because it's going to determine whether or not Ohio State can get into field goal range.
7 seconds left. They're going to find a man down the middle. That is Braden Ennis with a 41-yard touchdown to take the lead with 3 seconds to go before halftime.
The Buckeyes did not want to settle for 3 there. They were able to pick on the safety once again, just running a go post route. One receiver runs a post, one receiver runs a go. You key out on the safety. Safety chose the post route. Davis was able to deliver a nice touchdown strike there.
With the field goal now, Ohio State with a 6-point lead. We have an update from the Boise State game as Boise State drives down to kick a field goal to go up 24-0 at half. That game in danger of becoming a blowout quick in the second half. But here we have a pretty close game as the time is going to run out at halftime as Daniel Banaszewski will take us to halftime with that kick return. Number 14, Ohio State 27, Ohio 21. But this thing is not over yet. This is still a close game.
Yeah, this first half has been really fun to watch. Both quarterbacks have come out on fire, lighting it up. Both offenses just lighting up the scoreboard. This game's going to come down to whichever defense can make the crucial stop at the right time.
And really, I have been surprised by how well Zach Davis has been able to bounce back from that 3-interception game a week ago. He has nearly played a flawless game out there tonight. And you got to hope that for Ohio State, it stays the same in the second half.
Yeah, as we get a chance to look at some of the numbers now, Ohio State leading time of possession. But that doesn't really matter in a game like this when both teams can pretty much score at will from any part of the field.
And you're also seeing what these offenses are made of. The pistol offense, the spread offense, they have one thing in common. They like to throw the ball. And we're seeing that in the 277 yards of passing for Ohio State and the 200 for Ohio. So Ohio State will kick it off to Ohio this time around as the Bobcats look to get back in the lead. They'll take the touchback here.
Yeah, they're going to have to look for Harrison Murray, Mojo Rising to do their thing, continue what they did on that first half. Right now, I'm more interested to see what each team made in terms of adjustments there at halftime and see what happens in this first drive here.
So Harrison Murray at the 25, going to run the read option, gets stopped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. And really, Sean Phillips was all over that play.
Yeah, he was in the backfield in a hurry. First, he took out the running back, forced Murray to keep the ball. Then he was able to realize that Murray had the ball, turn around and make the tackle from behind. That is an impressive play.
Murray looking around, pocket collapsing around him, finds a man, Rip Tuttle with the 11-yard reception to make it 3rd and inches.
And you can tell that these Bobcat receivers really work their sideline drills. Once again, Rip Tuttle coming up clutch on the sideline.
And they're going to review this to see if he got a foot down, and I don't know. That one
I think this one might be coming back.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the officials agree. It's coming back 3rd and 11 for Ohio. That one hurt for this Bobcat offense.
Yeah, that one hurts because you go from a 3rd and inches now at 3rd and 11, and your playbook is severely limited.
So Murray dropping back, had a man over, throws him, and now it'll bring up a punting situation.
Yeah, and that was a good job by the Buckeyes. Murray, he had a man, he had a step on the Buckeyes, but the coverage was still too close. Murray tried to lead him, and unfortunately just put it a bit too outside of him.
And Ohio State going to get the ball past the 50-yard line. Vince Seeger with a 13-yard return. Looks like they're going to start about the 49 or 48. They will start at the 49. Zach Davis looking to continue what he had going at the end of that half, where he put the Buckeyes up by 6. As he's going to drop straight back, looking around. Nearly had a man over the middle. Joey Cash is going to knock it down.
Yeah, Joey Cash has been all over the field for the Bobcats, minus the one touchdown that he gave up earlier. He has pretty much been in the right place at the right time.
Now Davis going to drop back once again, finds a man in the flat. That is Manuel Silva for the 8-yard reception. Another update from the Boise State game. Luke Hall scores from 7 yards out. Boise State now leads that one 31-0.
Yeah, Boise State putting on a clinic over there on Twitch.
Davis holding on to the ball on the read option. 7-yard pickup, first down for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, it was a good job of Davis keeping that ball, picking up the first down.
47 yards on the ground for Davis here tonight. Trying to match that 58 from last week. He's going to drop back, and then he's going to take off. Nearly got sacked in the backfield and is able to pick up 1 yard.
Yeah, it was a good job of him being able to pick up, get back to the line of scrimmage and pick up the extra yard. Bronco Phillip was all over that. The outside linebacker for the Bobcats was all over that play when it began.
Running the draw play to Manuel Silva this time. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. Interesting play calling here as they got almost to the red zone, and then looks like the drive is starting to stall out. They're going to the screen play here on 3rd and 9. Tons of room in front of Manuel Silva, and he's going to pick up the 11-yard reception.
Yeah, and it was a perfectly timed screen pass against soft zone coverage. The linebackers were able to get out there in space and had great matchups against the defensive backs, which led to that big pickup and the first down.
And Zach Davis is near doubling his total yards from last week as he finds Jensen Elliott for his 2nd touchdown, and the Ohio State Buckeyes are starting to pull ahead now.
Yeah, this was just a terrific pass by Zach Davis, his 4th touchdown pass of the game. Elliott running a perfect post route in between the 2 safeties. There was nothing that the Bobcats could have done on that one.
Looking to make it 34-21. Number 14, Ohio State Buckeyes start to flex some muscle here and show the Bobcats that they are the ones that rule Ohio.
Yeah, and if you're the Bobcats, you want to come out on this drive and you want to put 7 up on the board. You don't want to settle for 3 here. You need to get back into this game and make it a 1-possession game again.
We take a look at the Buckeye defense. 2 sacks on the night for them. Really, they've been harassing Murray all night long.
Yeah, they've been in the backfield more times than I can count. But more importantly, just the halftime adjustments that they made have proven effective here in the second half.
So a straight handoff to Mojo Riceland for the 4-yard carry. And we're getting another update here. It looks like Boise State might be pulling ahead even more as Ray Robinson pulls in a 27-yard touchdown pass to make it 38-0 in that game. But here, Ohio trying to make the comeback as Rip Tuttle with the 10-yard reception.
Yeah, Rip Tuttle has been the go-to guy for Harrison Murray over the air tonight, picking up another first down on that last catch.
Staying in the shotgun look, Murray's going to drop back after the play action, takes a shot over the middle, and that man was completely covered.
Yeah, Austin Turner with terrific coverage right there. It was a well-placed ball, but that coverage was just too tight.
2-back look out of the shotgun, dumping it off to, I believe that was Joey Cass with the 5-yard reception. We haven't seen a lot out of Joey out of the backfield.
Yeah, he's finally getting involved through the aerial game. He's able to pick up a nice 5 yards, make this a 3rd and 5 as opposed to a 3rd and long.
4 for 7 on 3rd downs for the Bobcats. As Murray's going to drop back. He's under a lot of pressure, though, and he's down for the sack.
Yeah, it's Kevin Perry with the sack there. One of the walk-ons making his presence felt on the front 7 for the Buckeyes, coming up with a huge sack. And that gets your offense the ball back here midway through the 3rd.
4th and 9 for the Bobcats. They're looking to punt it away. And you got to think, this Buckeye offense ready to go right back to work. Zach Davis looking to redeem himself for everything last week and put this team on his shoulders.
Yeah, you can tell that he wasn't pleased with his performance last week. He went to the coaching staff and he said, trust me, I can do better. He's proving it here tonight.
34-21. And we're seeing just this offensive explosion from the Buckeyes, really, since they struggled early in the first quarter. They have nearly scored every drive they've had the ball since late in the second quarter. And we saw right there, Zach Davis, 3 touchdowns through the air to really make up for the 3 interceptions last week, as they're going to come out 5 wide to start this drive. Dropping back to the pass, finds a man over the middle. Jensen Elliott, 5-yard reception.
Yeah, and if I'm the Buckeyes on this drive, I'm going for the jugular. This is the drive where I want to assert my dominance, however that may be. So far, it's through the air, and I want to show the Bobcats that this is who we are. We mean business here.
Quick pass out to the flats as D'Amico Brewer with the 13-yard reception.
And it's a good job of getting out in the flats and then being able to make a play with the ball in his hands.
Sticking with the 5 wide look for the Buckeyes. And they're going to find Tyler Matthews, or no, it was Jensen Elliott with the 9-yard reception.
Yeah, and it's just a nice run out route versus man coverage. It's Sean Moore Jr., one of the Buckeyes' best linebackers, who just can't keep up with that speed on that out-cutting route.
Straight handoff to Manuel Silva to try to pick up the first down. Gets a couple, but doesn't quite get the first down.
Yeah, sets up a 3rd and inches here. Zach Davis, Manuel Silva, they're both excellent runners in this short situation like this, or they can still air it out. They can do that to you at any time.
Handing it back off to Silva, who had the first down, gets pushed back, keeps fighting, ends up losing some yardage, makes it 4th and 1.
Yeah, and his whole thing was he reestablished himself as a runner after being pushed back. That's why that play was a loss, as opposed to being able to pick up the first down there.
4th and 1, just under 4 minutes when this ball is snapped. As Ohio now going to let this one bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They've got to get a scoring drive going here. First and 10 for the Bobcats, as Harrison Murray's going to hand it off. And Mojo Rice with no room, 1-yard carry. Second and 9 we're near the minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Harrison Murray's at the pistol. Is going to take the snap back. Mojo Rice with a 3-yard reception to make it 3rd and 6. And really, this Bobcat offense is trying to get going. There's not a whole lot of room. Now 3rd and 6 for the Bobcats. Murray's going to change the play under a lot of pressure and just throws this one away. We're in 4th and 6 now.
Yeah, and that was the result of the pressure from the front 7 of the Buckeyes on that last play right there.
So now punting away, giving the ball right back to the Buckeyes, who are going to try to put this one away again, as they're going to get out past the 40, as Fitz with the 20-yard return, taking it all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and if you're the Buckeyes, you realize that the momentum is fully in your sideline at this point in the game.
Another quick pass from Zach Davis. Gets it out 8 yards. As Braden Ennis is going to pick up the 8-yard reception to bring up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it was a good job of getting the ball open into the flat. There was nobody around. Nice 8 yards back in the field goal range, so you can put up more points on the board no matter what happens here.
Zach Davis with the keeper. He's going to go nowhere. Actually loses a yard as the Bobcat defense looking to shut him down.
Yeah, it's the cornerback Zach Barrows coming up, making a big-time stop, forcing a 3rd down attempt here for the Buckeyes.
And we're getting another update from the Boise State game. Dion Kane scores for Boise State, makes it 46-0 with 3:11 to play in the 3rd. As Ohio State's going to pick up the first down there. Zach Davis with a great throw to Braden Ennis.
Yeah, and Davis has been a bright spot here in this game. 30 of 34 so far. He definitely, you can tell he put in the hours on the practice field leading up to this one after the performance last week.
362 yards and 3 touchdowns so far for Davis, as he's going to hand this one off to Dylan Turner for the 8-yard run.
Yeah, and it's a very strong run. You can tell this Bobcats defense is starting to tire down, as these runs that they were getting to for 2 and 3 yard stops earlier are now picking up 8 and 9 yards.
Ohio State's offense starting to get going, over 400 yards. Zach Davis nearly had the first down. They're going to give it to him after the 3-yard run.
Yeah, and good job just putting his head down, piling through a man, and picking up that first down. That was crucial to set up this 1st and goal.
1st and goal with 1:30 in the 3rd remaining, as Davis is going to send a man in motion, pitches it out to Silva, who's going to get knocked down in the backfield. 2-yard loss on that 1st and goal play.
Yeah, that was DeMarcus Pettaway, the corner, coming up and making a stop in the open field to prevent that touchdown there. So it sets up this nice 2nd and long, where they're about 11 yards to go to the end zone.
5 wide for Davis as he takes the shotgun snap. Took a step forward, then step back. He's going to take off, though, for the 8-yard run.
Yeah, linebacker Bronco Phillip making the crucial stop. He was running downfield with the receiver, realized what was happening, was able to turn around and make the tackle before Davis reached the end zone.
3rd and goal now for the Buckeyes. They're going to hand it off to Manuel Silva. 2 yards, but unable to cross that line.
Yeah, this is an important stop if you're the Bobcats. A goal line stand there, you're going to hold Ohio State to 3 as opposed to 6 here.
So it is now a 16-point game for the Battle of Ohio. The time's starting to wind down on the Bobcats. They've got to make a touchdown here.
Yeah, especially it's a 16-point game. It's still 2 possessions. You can go for touchdowns and 2-point conversions from here on out, but they have to go quick. They have to score here, and they can't give up anything else to Ohio State.
Starting their drive at the 25-yard line. The shoe is rocking as the Bobcats come out in the pistol form. Murray drops back, passes it out to the flats. He's able to pick up 8 yards to Kendrick Kittle.
And Murray took a shot on that play. The bootleg took him right into an open part of the field. He delivered that ball nice and accurate, but he still took a shot on that last throw.
2nd and 2, winding down the 3rd quarter. Harrison Murray breaking a bunch of tackles, unable to go anywhere, though, as he dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, it was a good job by the Buckeyes. Austin Turner, a couple other guys were in there, Michael Kruger, all contributing to prevent Murray from picking up that 1st down and forcing a 3rd down here.
3rd and 3, and the time is going to run out in the 3rd quarter. So with that, the number 14 Ohio State Buckeyes lead 37-21 over the Ohio Bobcats. We'll be right back here on PX1 Sports. So Ohio will start the 4th quarter at the 32-yard line. Murray going to drop back, try to pick up the 1st down. He is not. That's an incomplete pass, bringing up 4th and 3. And this Buckeye defense doing everything they can to slow down the Bobcat offense.
Yeah, and you got to give the credit to the coaching staff, because those halftime adjustments were made during the break. Since then, they've held Ohio out of the end zone.
9-yard return there for Vince Seeger. And out comes Zach Davis, who has had nearly a perfect game here tonight, doing everything he can. And we are getting an update, another score for Boise State. Austin Gombas with the score from 46 yards out, as Elton Bridges 5 touchdowns tonight. Zach Davis trying to do the same thing with a 13-yard run.
Yeah, once again, using his legs, he can beat you in a myriad of ways. This time with his legs. He's done it earlier with his arms. He's been the true difference maker tonight.
Taking the shotgun snap, looking downfield, finds a man over the middle. That is Jensen Elliott again for the 4-yard reception.
Yeah, Jensen Elliott has been a safety blanket, would you call him, for Zach Davis, redeeming himself. Last week he had 1 target and it was a drop. This week he's already got over 60 yards through the air.
Running the read option. It's going to be Zach Davis. He's going to keep it for 10 yards. And I'm looking at the stats from last week. Jensen Elliott didn't even have a catch last week. He's got 2 touchdowns here tonight. And arguably one of the players of the game.
Yeah, definitely if not player of the game, a most improved player versus last week, that's for sure.
Brad McFadden with the 8-yard reception as Ohio State's looking to extend this lead. 2nd and 2 for Davis as he takes the snap. Quick pass after the play action. Unfortunately, Braden Ennis with nowhere to go.
I like the play call there. The Bobcats were in a soft coverage. They weren't necessarily pressing up on the line of scrimmage. It was just a terrific job of them to react to that and make a stop.
3rd and 2, back to the read option. Davis with plenty of room picks up the first down on a 13-yard carry.
And now Davis is really taking control of the game. If he hasn't already, he's doing it now, putting the Bobcats in the red zone and about to stretch their lead even further.
1st and 10, handed it off to Manuel Silva. He's going to pick up 7 yards. 2nd and 3 for the Buckeyes. They're nearing that end zone once again.
Yeah, and a touchdown here for the Buckeyes would almost certainly put this game into a precarious situation for the Bobcats.
Davis with the shotgun snap, looks over the middle, nearly found his man, but gets broken up to bring up 3rd and 3. And if you think about it, Ohio just hasn't shown up the second half. It's been all Ohio State. Runs the read option. Davis keeping it, not quite able to get to that first down marker. 2 yards short, and we're expecting the field goal team to come out as Darius Brewer looking to knock down a field goal.
Yeah, and once again, the Bobcats are able to stiffen once the Buckeyes get into the red zone, but they're not doing enough on offense to combat what the defense is allowing through these field goals here in the second half.
With that, the number 14 Buckeyes will take a 40-21 lead over their in-state rivals, Ohio Bobcats, as they're going to take the touchback to bring it out to the 25-yard line. 6:32 left in this game, and they're not out of it quite yet, but if Ohio doesn't get going, it's going to dwindle away pretty quickly. As Harrison Murray's going to take the snap, looks to set up the screen, and it's broken up.
The Bobcats.
2nd and 10 now for Ohio. As Murray's going to look across on the outside there. Tyler Matthews with the 9-yard reception.
It was a good job by Murray to get back into a rhythm and make a completion there to get some positive yardage.
Now out of the pistol, looking to get the first down. They do, as Mojo Rison with the first down carry. We do have an update from the Boise State game. Elton Bridges throws his 6th touchdown pass. Austin Gubas with the 3rd reception touchdown. It is now 59-0 with 8:08 left in that game. Here, though, Ohio trying to scratch their way back into it with a 2-yard reception.
Yeah, and they started off good with a nice first down pickup here. 2 yards to make it a 2nd and 8. Ohio's doing what they can to go downfield right now.
Murray looking downfield under a lot of pressure, just throws this one away.
Yeah, the Buckeyes front 7 was just living in his face on that last play. Murray had nothing he could have done with that ball except for throw it away. That was a smart play.
Now on 3rd and 8, looking to pick up the first down. Murray going to drop back, lots of pressure, finds a man over the middle. That's Tyler Matthews, but they're going to be 1 yard short here on 4th down.
Yeah, this is a situation where you have to go for it. Unfortunately, you put yourself in a hole, so you have to reap the benefits of what's just happened in this past half.
4th and 1 with just over 5 minutes left. They're going to find Rip Tuttle down the field with a 17-yard reception.
Yeah, and Rip Tuttle has been the guy for the Bobcats so far today. Here he comes up with another clutch catch. Pretty much the most important catch that any Ohio receiver has made so far to this point in the game.
5:16 and counting now from the 32-yard line. Murray's going to take his time, wondering why he's wasting a lot of clock back there. Murray's down, taking the snap, finds a man, breaks a tackle. That is Curtis Brown Jr. with the 13-yard reception.
Yeah, and only his 2nd catch of the game, but boy, was it a big one. He was able to get downfield, get a first down, and more importantly, that stops the clock while the sticks are reset.
With just under 5 minutes now, Murray going to send his receiver in motion. Looks like to set up was the read option. Mojo Ryson was the 1 yard carry. And take a look now at the games coming up for both these teams. Ohio will be taking on Northern Illinois, who really had a tough time earlier tonight, losing 58-7 to Notre Dame. As Murray now going to roll out, he's going to find Hendrick Kittle for the 4-yard reception to make it 3rd and 4. Ohio State is looking to keep their make a winning streak after this game here tonight, as they will take on number 15 Nebraska, who won 27-10 over number 9 Clemson this week. Murray now dropping back, looks over the middle. He's got a man, Rick Tuttle, for the 13-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and if you're Ohio, that's exactly what you want. Rip Tuttle once again showing out big, coming up clutch, when is asked of them. This doesn't necessarily mean that Ohio is completely back in it, but it is a start, and that's all you can ask for if you're on the Bobcats sideline.
So 40-28 now, Ohio State still with the lead. And really, it all comes down to that yardage you just saw. 528 yards for this Ohio State offense.
Yeah, and that comes courtesy of Zach Davis and Manuel Silva for the main part. They are a tremendous duo that is going to be tough to stop here in the CFSL.
Ben Seeger with a 28-yard return brings it out just past the 30-yard line. Zach Davis and company out to try to get this lead extended even more, as they're going to look downfield. First play of the drive, and it's broken up by Joey Cass.
Yeah, and Joey Cass wishes he had another chance on that, because if he got that again, I guarantee you he's not going to drop it. That would have been a game-changing play. Unfortunately, he just can't haul it in.
Looking downfield once again, Davis with incompletion. So 33 for 40 tonight. He is having a game out there tonight, as last week he only attempted 31 passes and the 150 yards. He's got just nearly 400 now. He's going to drop back once again here on 3rd and 10. Almost found the man once again, and is broken up by this Ohio defense. Great job by the Bobcats to buckle up there.
Yeah, and if you're the Bobcats, that's exactly what you wanted. You didn't necessarily force a turnover. However, that was 3 straight incompletions by the Buckeyes. Not much time came off the clock, and you're getting the ball back.
Down by 12, as they're going to get it out to near the 15-yard line. Joey Cass with the 15-yard return. As we have another update from the Boise State-Kent State game. Kent State went for it on 4th and goal. Dylan Tate connects with Nick. Hold on one second. We got Murray going over the middle to Mojo Ryson for 4 yards. Nick Sarkeesian and Kent State avoided the blowout. They're now down 59-7 with 6 minutes left to play in that one. As Murray's going to send a man in motion, looks to set up the screen. They're going to, Mojo Ryson going to get it out to 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and if you're the Bobcats, you got to hurry up. You can't waste too much more time in the huddle. You have to score here, and you got to do it quick.
2:52 left in this game. Ohio's going to take the snap. Murray, not sure where he was throwing to, but he is going to make the completion to Reginald Fromm to lose a yard.
I don't know if that was an intentional or if that was tipped. That might have got tipped around some.
It
looked like it may have been. Yeah, it was a screen there. You got to question the play call there. Sets up a 4th down. If Ohio doesn't convert this one, most people are going to be willing to call a game.
5 wide for the Bobcats. Now Murray's going to take off. Gets stopped in the backfield for the sack. And that'll turn the ball over back to the Buckeyes.
Once again, that is Alan Mack. He has had his fingerprints all over this game for the Buckeyes defense. Coming up huge when needed with the sack. Gets his team the ball back and almost guarantees that this game will be put away here. Almost.
2:31 left in the game here tonight. Ohio State with the 40-28 lead, looking to run some of this clock off as they're going to hand it to Manuel Silva, and he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, it's just a good job by the Bobcats collapsing the line of scrimmage, recognizing what Ohio State wants to do. They want to run the clock out, so you have to play close to the line of scrimmage and stop them from gaining a first down.
Surprised to see the Bobcats not call a timeout there. Manuel Silva back to the line of scrimmage again. Now we're going to see a timeout from Ohio.
Yeah, and they, like you said, it was surprising to see them not use it on that first down stop.
Handing it right back off to Silva, Manuel Silva, who nearly picks up the first down. 4th and 3 now for Ohio State.
That was a good job by Silva, trying to do all he can to pick up that first down. Unfortunately, there's only so many people you can carry with you before they overwhelm you and drag you down.
1.5 minutes left in this game as Joey Cass is going to bring it out to about the 25 for the Bobcats, make it the 24. And time is dwindling down, and there's not a whole lot of time for these guys to make the comeback, but they should still fight for it. And nearly picked off by D'Amico Brewer.
Yeah, and if I'm the Bobcats, I'm doing exactly what they did on that play right there, which is double covering Rip Tuttle. He has burnt you several times tonight. You don't want to let it happen again.
Murray looking downfield, broken up once again. Murray's just gone ice cold, really, since they had the one good drive their last drive, but it's been ice cold this whole second half. Murray looking downfield. He's got a man. That is Rip Tuttle on the 36-yard reception.
Yeah, and that was a desperation throw. It was completed. Now they got to hurry up and get the line of scrimmage and try to run another play here to get some more positive yards.
Dropping back once again out of the pistol. Looked like he was trying to throw that one away, but it hit his hip down to make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Ohio State's defense doing all they can right now. They gave up the one big play. They don't want to see that happen again. So watch them play a lot of press coverage here.
Staying in the pistol look, Murray throws this one away immediately. No, there wasn't a guy open downfield, and he just chucked that one out of bounds.
Yeah, the most telling sign of this half, the Bobcats 7 of 15 on 3rd down. You remember at one point they were 4 of 6 in the first half.
Under pressure. We have a flag on the play after the incompletion. A clipping call. I imagine this gets declined. And it will, so it'll bring up 4th down now for the Bobcats. And it brings up the question, do they go for it?
They have to at this point. This is the Bobcats' last stand. You're outside of field goal range. You got to do something here.
From the 39-yard line, 4th and 10 for the Bobcats. This could be it if they don't get it. Looking downfield, Murray finds a man for the first down. Tyler Matthews with the 18-yard reception.
And if I'm the Bobcats, I'm hurrying up to the line of scrimmage, and I'm going one-on-one coverage to Rip Tuttle right here.
Sends the man in motion, drops back. Murray throws an interception to Austin Turner.
Yeah, and Turner doing a good job of getting in front of the route. He's probably kicking himself. He didn't grab onto that one, as it gives the Bobcats another chance at the end zone.
4 seconds remaining in this game. 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Murray looking downfield. He's got a man. Sam Johnson for the 21-yard touchdown.
You've got to give it to the Bobcats. They really have the heart trying to pull this one out. They get the touchdown, make it a one-possession game again, and now it all hinges on this extra point and the upcoming onside attempt.
40-34 pending the PAT. And Corey Holden will knock it down. So a 5-point game with 50 seconds left. And like you said, it all comes down to this onside kick. And it's going to be picked. Oh, I thought Ohio had it for a second. They had a chance at it and just couldn't corral it in.
No, it's going to be an illegal touching here on Ohio. They got to that ball a little too early, and they still gave the ball over to Ohio State, even after getting to it too early.
So that should pretty much wrap this up. 50 seconds left, one timeout, and Ohio State's going to the victory formation.
Yeah, all they have to do is take 2 more knees here. This game is over. There's tremendous effort by Ohio in this one, but unfortunately, they just could not do enough to stop Zach Davis here tonight.
As we're going to have one more snap for this game, as it's going to wind, Ohio State's going to wind the clock down to about 10 seconds left before they take the snap, and they will actually run a play here. Zach Davis is going to lose a yard in this game here tonight, 4th and 15, but it doesn't matter. The clock is going to run out. Ohio has no way to stop the clock at this point, and that is the game here tonight.
Yeah, as this one goes final, really impressed with Zach Davis once again, really bouncing back from the bad performance in week 1, showing who he really is. That performance wasn't indicative of what he can do.
So with that, the number 14 Ohio State Buckeyes will win this one here tonight, 40-35 over their in-state rival, the Ohio Bobcats. And from all of our help out here tonight, from our executive producer Mike Peters, our assistant producer David Roy, my broadcast partner James Bayes, and I'm Stephen Parks, and you've been watching CSFL here on PX1 Sports on YouTube Live. We'll see you back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central for Texas A&M at Eastern Michigan.